to our vlog. I'm Jezreel Loba, wishing everyone a blessed and wonderful day. I hope you all are doing... Hello! Yes, this is my kitty. Hello, say hi to my vlog. And today's video is about the assessment in learning. Assessment is the ongoing process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting evidence, reflecting on findings, making informed and consistent judgment to improve student learning. At the course level, assessment provides important data on the breadth and depth of student learning. Assessment is more than grading. It's about measuring the progress of student learning. Thus, assessment is defined as a process of gathering data to better understand the strengths and weaknesses of student learning. And right now, I have here with the team Access as well to watch the video about this. And let's hear their ideas and opinions about assessment video. So, let's get right into the video.
Assessments in education. There are various types of assessment, and here are your top examples. First up, formative assessments. Used during the teaching process, and it's a quick check for understanding. Some examples include thumbs up, thumbs down, brainstorming. Summative assessments. Summative assessments measure long-term academic goals, and they can be used for grading mostly. Examples include part, midterms, finals, unit tests, and projects. Next up, diagnostic assessments. They are used to get prior knowledge on students and to plan future instruction. An example would be a pre-course test. Formal assessments, strict and specific testing procedures and rules. One example would be a standardized test such as the SAT. Informal assessments. They are assessments that lack supporting data and use normal classroom testing procedures. An exit ticket would be an example. Behavioral assessments. It may sound unusual for some teachers, but in special education, behavioral assessments are very common. The best example is a functional behavioral assessment. Next up, rating scales. Ask students to gauge their understanding on a subject or a topic by giving a scaled score. Rating scales are often used for professor evaluations. Emotional assessments. These are used for more emotionally disturbed students and are often written simply as observations. Examples include checklists and student questionnaires. Screening. Screening is usually used to identify students in danger of failing. Screening is found in RTI, which is response to intervention, and it's becoming more and more popular. Authentic assessments. They are assessments designed to take place in an authentic setting. Like a speech to a large crowd would be an example of an authentic assessment for a public speaking class. Next up, performance-based assessments. They assess students' ability to complete work in an academic-related task, a task. An example would be to have a student create an application for a computer programming class. You can also alter the way you administer an assessment, whether it be individual or group. Sometimes students need the space. Also, IEPs often require individualized testing for students. Next, Criterion Reference Test, CRTs. Students are graded based on the amount of content they have mastered. CRT tests are usually created by teachers and used as simple classroom assessments. And lastly, norm reference assessments. This assessment, on the other hand, is based on a comparison of students against similar demographics. Right now, I just want to say thank you for your time, and please subscribe to this channel.
Hello everyone, to my team Ases and to the distinguished viewers out there. Hello. So, I'm just finishing hanging up my clothes, as you can see. So yeah. So without further ado, I would like to give my point of view with regards to the video that has been presented to us by our co-team Ases, Miss Gisrel Loba. I think the video discusses or introduces educators and teachers as well to the different form of assessment that are associated with education. There are many various type of assessment. However, in this video, still focus only on 14 specific examples of assessment. So as we all know, that assessment is a test or analysis for something needing an assessment. The purpose of assessment is to gather information. Gather relevant information. For example, about student performance or progress in school academics. Those examples that are mentioned are the most frequent assessment that students, administrators, and educators are likely to come across. Some of the examples of the assessment includes formative, summative, diagnostic, formal, informal, behavioral, screening individual, and many more. So that's it.
So hello guys, so I'm done with all the modules that's been sent to us by a professor this week. So now let's proceed to that video, okay? So the purpose of that video, or the purpose of assessment, is to gather relevant information about student performance or progress, or to determine student interest, to make judgments about their learning process. So after receiving this information, teachers can reflect on its student level as well as on specific inclinations of the group to customize their teaching plans. So now guys, I'm going to go to store to buy something, but let's continue to that video, okay? So students are necessary, assessments are necessary because throughout a lesson or unit, the teacher might want to check for understanding by using formative assessments. Students who are experiencing difficulties in learning may benefit from the administration of a diagnostic test, which be able to detect learning issues such as reading comprehension problems. Students generally complete a summative assessments after completing the study of a topic. Also because the teacher can determine their level of achievement and provide them with feedback on their strengths and weaknesses. So the teacher may also want to use informal assessment techniques. So using self-assessment, students express what they think about their learning process and what they should work on. Okay, so guys, I'm going to buy now.
Hi guys, so I'm just calling from the outside and I will get inside in the house. I'm here now in the kitchen and I'm going to change my clothes because I'm so sweaty. Yeah. I am here and I'm going to upstairs. Here. I'm going here. I'm going to change my clothes. So as you can see there, this is the view here. Oh,
someone sent me a message. Miss Giselle Loba, and she asked me on what of my opinion about the assessment. Yeah. The goal of education is learning, and the vehicle used to accomplish this goal is teaching. In the teaching learning process, the fundamental component which determines the degree of learners' outcomes achievement is assessment. Assessment has the express objectives of learning, determining or not learners have learned what they are supposed to learn. Thus, assessment is an integral part of education. Assessment is a related series of measures used to determine complex attribute of individual or group of individual. It is the process of observing and measuring learning, and the common forms of assessment is giving a test. Assessment is very important in education because through assessment, teacher can able to measure and monitor the learning and understanding of the student. He or she can identify teaching methods and strategies that suited to the student's need and the situations they have. And teachers can also be able to know and what to improve, what to include, and what to exclude in their teaching. Yeah. Furthermore, in the part of the students, they will know what they need to improve in their learning styles. They become motivated and able to know their performance as a students. Assessment has different types such as formative, summative, authentic, traditional, and norm reference and criterion reference. That is a type of assessment that teacher can use in assessing their students. Yeah, that's it. That is all about my view on what is assessment. So, how about you guys?
Hi guys! So I'm done with my chores. Let's go upstairs to discuss to you. And I'm going to discuss to you what is assessment and learning. Let's go. I have here my chair because we're going to our rooftop. Assessment allows both instructor and student to monitor progress towards achieving learning objectives and can be approached in a variety of ways. First, formative assessment refers to tools that identify misconceptions, struggles, and learning gaps along the way and assess how to close those gaps. It can include students assessing themselves, peers, or even the instructor through writing, quizzes, conversation, and more. In short, formative assessment occurs throughout a class or course and seeks to improve student achievements of learning objectives through approaches that can support specific students' needs. So, in contrast, summative assessment evaluates student learning, knowledge, proficiency, or the success at the conclusion of instructional period like a unit, course, or program. Summative assessment are almost always formally graded and often heavily weighted, or true they do not need to be. Summative assessment can be used to great effect in conjunction and alignment with formative assessment, and instructors can consider a variety of ways to combine these approaches. So next, I will be giving you examples of formative and summative assessment. Let's go! So examples of formative assessment includes asking student to draw a concept map in a class to represent their understanding of a topic, submit 1 or 2 sentences identifying the main point of a lecture, turn in a research proposal for early feedback.
Hi guys, so as you can see, I am here at our kitchen. So for this video, I'm going to share to you my insight about the video I've watched earlier. So assessment or evaluation is the systematic process of documenting and using empirical data on the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and beliefs to refine programs and improve student learning. In education, the term assessment refers to the wide variety of methods or tools that educators use to evaluate, measure, and document academic readiness, learning progress, skill acquisition, or educational needs of students.
Hello and good day. Hope everyone is doing great. So today I'm taking time to vlog myself, and as you can see, I'm here outside of my house and it's hot in here, but so much for that. What I am trying to vlog is I'm going to reflect on about what assessment is. So my views about assessment is it is the ongoing process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting evidence, reflecting on findings, or making informed and consistent judgments to improve student learning. So to improve student learning and deep understanding, it requires a range of assessment practices to be used with the 3 overarching purposes. One is assessment for learning. So assessment for learning occurs when teachers used inferences about student progress to inform their teaching, or it is what we call the formative assessment. Second is assessment as learning. So it occurs when students reflect on and monitor their progress to inform their future learning goals. Another assessment for learning, of course, occurs when teachers used evidence of student learning to make judgment on students, on their achievements against goals and their standards. So it is also known for summative assessment. So the purpose of an assessment generally drives the way it is designed, and there are many ways in which assessments can be used. A standardized assessment can be a high-stakes assessment, for example, but so can other forms of assessments that are not a standardized test. A portfolio of student work can be used as both a formative and summative form of assessment. Teacher-created assessments, which may also be created by teams of teachers. These are commonly used in a single course or grade level in a school. And these assessments are almost never high stakes. And that ends my vlog about assessment. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Hello guys! By the way, I'm going to review my script for my report later, but before that, I'm going to share to you first my idea about the video. Assessment play an imperative part within the handle of learning and inspiration. The sort of evaluation assignment that the instructor inquired to their students is to decide how the learners will approach assignment or task and what study behaviors were the student going to utilize. So, assessment is a key component of learning since it makes a way or a definite way on how the students will going to learn. When the students are able to see how they are doing in a lesson, they are able to decide whether or not they get the course material. Assessment is often used interchangeably with test but not limited to test. Assessment also can focus on the individual learner, the learning community, a course, an academic program, the institutions, or the educational system that also called is a granularity. In addition, assessment establishes measurable and clear students' learning outcomes for learning. It is also provisioning a sufficient amount of learning opportunities to achieve these outcomes. Then, implementing a systematic way of gathering, analyzing and interpreting evidences to determine how well student learning matches expectations. It is also using the collected information to form improvement in the student learning. Thank you.
Generally, assessment plays an important role in the process of learning and motivation. While different assessment methods provide valuable information about student learning, they tell us what students learned, how well they learned it, and where they struggled. So, that's it for our first vlog, the assessment and learning. See you in our next vlog. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be updated on our latest uploads. Thank you guys, bye!